What is up, everybody? It's that time of the week. It's Wednesday. Welcome to the Crazy House. And boy, do we have a crazy, crazy episode for everybody tonight. But before I say anything about that, let's get this show rolling and we're going to hit the reel. Welcome, everyone. I hope that you have all had a fantastic day. I hope that you are all doing well. And this is going to be a little bit of a different episode of Let's Talk About It. Remy Q is MIA tonight. Work called for him, and he's stuck at work. Didn't know that he'd be able to make it on. But he said to me, Crazy, Mr. Crazy, Chris, hey you, the show must go on. So, in typical Cardboard Crazy fashion, and in typical Let's Talk About It fashion, we've got a co-host, and we have a very special guest. Now, my co-host this evening is going to be a little bit late. He had some obligations that he had to do before he dropped onto the show. So we'll just we'll open the back door for him when he gets here and let him in. But I do want to introduce to you tonight my very special guest. You guys all know him. He is the master of the theme song, the Lord of the Dollar Bin. You know him as, hold on, Free Key
Loowee, yeah, boy. What is happening, comic fam? Chris, thank you so much for having me. When you said crazy, it's like I'm in there, man. I'm crazy. Let's do this.
Louie, I am so thrilled to have you on the show tonight. This has been a long time coming, and with you and our co-host, who is not able to be here yet, it's going to be like a reunion show.
It is.
We just did this, 2 or 3 weeks ago?
We did.
Speaking of the devil, I didn't know that he was going to be able to be here, but I think we may have another guest.
Q. Yay. Oh, dude, that's awesome, possum. Awesome, possum.
This is, I don't know whether to be frightened.
That's it. That's a perfect Remy right there. Oh, it's dead on, man. Spot on.
Nicky Q, baby.
Our co-host for tonight.
Yes, Nicky. Nicky Q.
Hey, give me 1 second, guys.
All right. Your second's up.
Done.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the chat and say hello to our fellow people that are here. We have Ruben Guzman. What is up, Ruben? Cowabunga fam. I hope that you are doing well today. Then in typical fashion, we have Las Cruces 1971. I hope that you are doing well. Then we have the father of the Grow Together movement, Gary B., the casual comic guy. Gary B., hope you were having a fantastic Wednesday. We have Slotted Up 503 saying, let's get ready to rumble. And I'm going to be honest, I can't tell you how many times I have gone back and watched the Living in a Van or a Basement Down by the Water Heater.
Yes.
That was,
yes.
I laughed until I cried when I saw that. That
Kismet.
was just perfect. All right, so we have Jeff Schultz in the house.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
From Chicago,
Yeah, boy.
The land of C2E2. We have DJ Links in the house. Yeah. I don't know if I can do that justice. That's like something only he can do.
Yeah.
We have Soul Twice in the house.
Yeah, what it do, Pikachu?
What it do, Pikachu? Then we have, I'm looking. Caps on Comics. What is up? Welcome to the Crazy House.
Yeah, boy.
Then we have Lee. Lee, how's it going tonight?
Is that Wacky 5000?
Wacky 5000.
If you have not seen Whack Comics video from today,
yes,
you've got to go watch it. After this, I was trying to get in touch with Tyler Lee before we did the show so we could play it. But then I was like, no, I want everybody to go to their channel and watch it. Because that video just, I laughed. And even Tyler got the gratuitous Tootsies in there.
Yes. Yeah.
I couldn't even leave a comment. That's how funny it was.
Yes.
I couldn't justify it. That's how much I laughed.
Yeah, don't want to taint it.
And then we have, let's see here. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't look over. My chat jumped down on me. We got K Titus. Konnichiwa, sir.
Yeah, konnichiwa.
We have Top of the Pops here. Man,
yeah,
we got a good crowd in here tonight.
Yeah, man.
Everybody came for the Louie and Nick.
Ow. Louie.
Geek Out with Roscoe. If you didn't see Roscoe's Rod the Rican or Rod Pin that he did for Lame of Frame.
Yeah, man. That was awesome.
You missed it. Awesome. Hopefully Rod will do a video for that.
Yeah, big shout out to Roscoe too. He was supporting the channel by everybody's appearance here tonight. I appreciate that, Roscoe.
Yes, absolutely. So, how are we doing tonight, guys?
Awesome, possum.
Excellent.
I just wish I could be as positive as Louie. I got stuck in traffic. My wife, my smoke alarm's going off.
Oh, brother! I just left an arcade. I'm doing great.
Lucky.
Yeah, dude, I'm a blast.
See, we don't have any of the fun stuff around here. We've got grocery stores and tiendas, and that's it.
Tiendas. I love it.
Like the only fun we have around here is sitting out on our front porch watching all the other people in their front yards. That's it.
I like that. Old school.
You're also probably a lot closer to your neighbors also.
Well, we live in a townhouse, so our neighbor is literally the next wall over.
It's awesome.
We say, oh goodness.
Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, baby. Daddy got a stacky too.
You probably paid $1 for yours though.
Oh, you know how I do.
Well, let's jump right into it then. Obviously with the drop of Venom, the trailer, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. Yeah. Whether you liked it or not, and we'll get there. Everybody can voice their opinion. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and hit New Comic Book Day. And New Comic Book Day for me, as I say every week, is like last week's Comic Book Day. So I did pick up a few that were not current comics, so we'll get there. But the first thing I want to do is I want to let Louie, who is our guest, if you want to share with us. I know that we put up videos, but if you want to share with us anything that you did or got today or recently, you're more than welcome. The floor is yours.
Awesome, I'd love to. So I frequent my LCSs so much. They know me so well. And I go almost on a daily basis. It's just fun. So luckily I can pick up some new stuff on Tuesday, even some Marvel stuff. But today I saw New Guy Ryan's video, and he had a Ranger book, and I was like, oh my God, how did I miss that? So I ran back today because I had to have Lord Zed. In Hyuk Lee, people. In Hyuk Lee. So I don't usually always pick up Rangers. Honestly, I don't. But in Hyuk Lee, I have to, man. It's not even a question. And I love Lord Zed. I've been picking up my girl Silk, of course. I've been a big fan of her since the beginning. I'm glad she's got a new title going on. And what's really neato is that there was two big Asian female characters this week, and your girl Donna was another one. Art
Mm-hmm.
Germ, anyone? Art Germ and Inhyuk Lee. I have to get those covers. It's gonna happen. Like I don't care what the story is. I don't care if I ever read it. I'm gonna get that, especially this bad boy, because this is too good. Too cool for school, you guys.
Hey, cover
Yes,
price? What? You say cover price?
All right, cover price. I'm not about that cover price, Sonny. I got a couple ones from last week, which I was really happy. Immortal Hulk, of course, is always awesome.
That
But
was a great one.
Homage, X-Men Homage, even better, bro. Love that. So there, all day, every day. And then I've been talking so much about my girl, America Chavez, because her new title has been killing it too. Super
Mm-hmm.
happy with that. And it was really close to my heart because they are kind of giving her a new origin or her true origin. And it seems she grew up in Washington Heights where your boy was born and raised. I'm very happy with that. I'm like, yes, that's my town. Go to Ray's Pizza. I got you. So they're just so happy with that. That was my jam. Those are my new picks this week and last week. I'll thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm actually surprised you paid cover price.
Me too. Me too. Trust me.
Aren't cheap.
Yeah.
So Nick, what did you pick up today? I know you bought the whole comic store, but
Almost.
The whole story.
Almost. I've been trying to keep it down under 4 digits a week. So this one, and I don't want to get political, but if you guys aren't reading this, it's a fantastic story.
Cool. I heard good things.
About if
Super
race
yuck.
were reversed today. So it's kind of like the whites are the minority, and it's definitely a good read and definitely thought-provoking. So we got this one.
Oh yeah, the fourth print or fifth print.
Yeah, the fifth print. They did have that secret variant, but he wanted, I think, $60 or $80. I think.
Hard pass.
Yeah. So like you, in Hyuk Lee, anytime I see a Linnell Yu cover.
Yes, nice, bro. Very nice.
Even though the story wasn't great last week, couple
Yeah.
of interesting characters. We got this one, Time Before Time. And I think this was another time story, like a time travel kind of book. So kind of caught my eye, and I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. If you're not reading this crossover, first one, Bounty Hunters last week was awesome. As the eyes behind me are looking at the cover also. Children of the Atom, number 3. I heard this was an origin story, so I picked up the first issue. Decided to grab the third one. I don't think I got the second one though. I'm about a month behind in reading. And this Peach Momoko cover.
Yeah, baby.
I thought it was dope.
That's cool. I like that.
They have the virgin variant of this that's going for a pretty penny, but this cover I like from her. Like her stuff is
Very nice.
Hashtag Austin is better than Peach.
Nice,
The
bro.
Joker.
Had to. Yeah, very cool.
Everything
I
but
love that Joker card.
what did Mark call last night? The I lost my 401k virgin. The Federici cover. This one I saw on the wall. I didn't know what it was about. Another one that I just decided to give it a read. By the Horns. This book came out, I think, about a month ago. This one, the DJ Lynx book.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta catch up. I haven't read anything since issue 1. This one, because I can't afford not to buy a Spider-Man book, even though I don't think it hasn't been good in a while. This one, fantastic series. If you guys are not reading, awesome. Another one, another good read. Scout's Honor.
Is it good? I haven't heard much about it.
It is good. It's post-apocalyptic, and they're basing laws and how they live on the Boy Scout handbook.
Cool.
So it's pretty awesome. I'm 2 issues behind on that. Fada shadow. And I wish I could have some
Dang, I
shadow.
missed it.
Yeah, instead of the glare that I usually do have because of all the
Shoot.
monsters I got.
Didn't know it came out today.
Another dope one. High
Nice.
Republic, number 5. And finalmente was the cover A of the Asian superheroes. I got
Is it
that
Jim
on
Lee?
also, yeah.
Cool.
So
That's awesome.
Nice, bro.
that's it. I left broke. But
Well, mine are a bit different, and these are ones probably most people have seen because they're a week or more old. But I got the 40th anniversary Yoda cover for Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, nice. Nice.
buy or do not buy.
Bounty Hunters.
That was a great story. I really enjoyed it.
And I'm trying to go back and catch up on this now because I've not read but one issue of it. So I went ahead and picked up the 2 DOTs.
That Scotty Young cover is great.
Yeah. It's good to see him.
That first cover, was that the Sienkiewicz?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. I'm glad to see Scotty Young do something other than like a child. I've got is it God Country or Redneck that he did a Comic-Con cover for? I've got one of those and it was really good. I like to see his stuff other than kitty looking, you know. And then I had to get these.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
That's a really good story. I'm enjoying it so far. I was a little iffy on the first one because it kind of reminded me of a mixture of, what were those Valiant books? Bloodshot and Eternal Warrior kind of mixed together.
I got a little throwback. This is Anti-Superman and Anti-Batman.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Perfect.
Awesome, bro.
Perfect
Awesome.
for my show because I am so anti-Superman. Crime Syndicate number 3.
Yep.
Nice.
Legion of Comics approved.
The one that everybody sees. But it's Art Germ, so. And then my favorite.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I'm loving it. I've got number 2 on the way, so I'm excited about that. But that'll probably be in next week's episode.
Is that the glow one? Does that glow in the dark?
I believe so. I
Cool.
haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know. I can't answer you for sure. Wait a minute, let me try. No. So let's.
That Austin LeMay version.
Yeah,
baby.
let's see here. Oh, is Remy Q saying he's
DJ.
here?
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm
Um,
here. Got room for a fourth?
yes, we do. If you give me 1 second, I will
Yeah,
invite
baby.
him.
Awesome.
Let's see here.
Thank you, Comic-Cade.
He's been here all along.
There he is.
Remy Q, baby.
Yeah, boy.
I'm trying to find him so I can.
That's right. Oh man, is the best.
Let's see here.
This drink is sponsored by NicksKixandComics. Awesome fan you got there, Chris.
Sorry.
Pretty dope, bro.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
I got one too. You damn. It's
This is one of
hot
those
up in
times.
here. Yeah.
This is one of those times where you do something that you don't normally do. So
That's what you get. That's my number one fan.
Louis,
Well, I'll tell you guys.
I see what
I'll
you
tell you
did.
guys in the chat. My daughter got this for me today. We just came from the arcade, and the arcade actually trades tickets for or comic books for tickets. So for 100 tickets, she's like, Dad, I got your comic. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, man, this is awesome. So she was so proud she got that for me. I was so proud. It's the first book she ever got me. Love it, people.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
Remy Q, if you're still within earshot, check your
Only
direct
fans.
messages.
Yeah, I saw that they had that WWF video game there. That
Isn't that awesome, bro?
Many of
I
my
thought you guys would love that. I was like, they're gonna eat this up. Just takes us all back to that, man.
Was
All
that
your cores went to that thing.
was that WrestleFest?
I think because it was WWF. It was the old school, and it had. I mean, we had Turtles there. We had the Simpsons.
Oh, that's so cool.
Dude, it was the NBA Shots one or NBA. I can't remember what it's called, but that was really dope too. Oh yeah, it's fun.
Comicade, how's it going? Welcome to the crazy house.
Major fan moment.
Everybody's right there all with the puns.
Oh man, wasn't what's Blade? Didn't he do a fan movie where he was like a crazy fan, or he had a crazy fan? Denzel, what? Not Denzel. I forget. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes. He was a baseball guy, and he had a fan.
Oh, that was Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Oh man, that's an old movie.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think we had Remy Q here, but as soon as I went to Adam, his camera disappeared. So
let's see if it works. Remy Q.
We'll see.
I think it's the eyes behind you.
That magic is starting to work with Chip Getler too.
Yeah, it is the White Shadow. So I mentioned that last night in Burke's members only chat, and he didn't know what the White Shadow was, and I was like, oh, it's Chip Getler.
White Shadow.
I can still see it.
That's great.
It took me about 5 minutes before I realized that was behind you, Nick. And now that I see it, that's all I see.
Yeah, seriously. That's why Remy's not coming.
Remy Q, baby.
Those eyes. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
I am. I tell you what, I'm not going to stay. I think you guys are doing an amazing job. So I'm not going to blow up anybody's spot. But I thank you all for doing the show tonight. And yeah, sorry I couldn't stay.
I thank you, sir.
Are you going to White Shadow us?
I'm going to White Shadow. Yeah. No, again, y'all are doing an awesome job. It was just funny because I got home and I was like, oh shoot, I'm actually here for the show. So
yes,
I'll be in the chat. I'm going to watch you guys. You guys are doing awesome.
You're welcome to stay.
No.
I want to hear about your day, though. Remy, don't go anywhere. Let's hear about your day.
It was pretty good. Yeah. No, we had a kind of like a it was like a customer get together. It was a little cookout deal, some burgers, some beers. So trying to get that running this afternoon. So we were just able to pack it up a little earlier than what we originally expected. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Little hobnobbing with the big boys.
Yeah,
Trying to. Yeah. Yeah. But anyhow, like I said, I will let you all go. And yeah, Nick, I appreciate you helping out today. Chris, awesome job. Great guess. Louie?
Yeah. Yes.
Until next week.
Yes, sir.
We can still see you.
Oh, shoot. White Shadow.
I love it. What a fun cameo.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right, Remy.
That's awesome, buddy. Remy's my man, bro. I love that guy.
It just goes to show you never know what's going to happen on Let's Talk About It.
It's cool.
So,
How could you not love that guy?
Seriously.
Let's nail the name of this show on the head. Let's talk about the Venom trailer. If you haven't seen it, have you two guys seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know how you watch YouTube and you haven't seen it, because it seems like
Seriously.
all of the comic related videos they tag with the carnage. I mean, it's just like, okay. So let's talk about this for a little bit. How do you guys feel about it? Let's start off with the positives and negatives on it.
Can we just
I like it.
Can we just get to the negatives?
Are there any positives that you took away?
Go ahead, Louis.
I like it all. I've learned a long time ago when they started making every movie about superhero movies that you have to let go of what the movie you want it to be. You have to, because it's never going to be what you want. Maybe Into the Spider-Verse is close to what we wanted, but that's the closest one that I can see. So I've learned that if I get a little nugget, a little continuity, something cool, I'm happy as heck. So I'm excited because I really I forget his name, but Schmiegel. I love that he's a director for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, my man Cletus. I always loved him, so I think he was going to do a good job. I really like the beginning when he's trying to make breakfast and he's like slamming all the food and stuff. Love that. I thought it was silly, fun. Like, how do you make Venom silly? Like, boom, done. So I eat that up. The only thing I don't like is the casting for Annie. So I never liked that girl in Dawson's Creek, and I don't like her now.
Okay.
So honestly, I'm happy. You can't hurt Luke. There's no movie that's like, oh, ruin my life. Like, no. They did the best they can.
Mortal Kombat was close for me. That about ruined my love for Mortal Kombat. I watched it the whole time I'm going. It's bad when Kano steals the movie.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you kind of hope for it to come somewhere. For me, Mortal Kombat wasn't bad, but I don't have real high expectations for it. The thing that I don't like is when they use Scorpion's tagline and it didn't sound anything like that.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing for me. Now with Venom, I think as the whole comic book community wants a true Venom. And that's obviously what we're not going to get. All right, they see how popular and how successful the Marvel formula is, having comedy and whatnot, having those lighthearted moments. It's not going to work for everybody. Marvel does what they do, and it's not going to apply to everybody. For me, Venom shouldn't be funny. It should have that hard R, but it's a money machine, and they're not going to make it the hard R. So, I mean, everybody's going to go see it. I'll reserve judgment till I get there. There's ridiculous rumors out there that Null will be in it somehow, and they'll tie Venom's origin to that cosmic way. But I think Woody Harrelson's great. I think he's going to do a fantastic job. I love Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is an awesome actor. I just think that Sony doesn't know how to make a superhero movie.
They definitely don't know how to make a Fantastic Four movie. That's for sure. Jeez. You had Chris Evans, you had Michael Chiklis, and Jessica Alba, and you still made hot garbage water.
I like those two movies. I like them. They're fun and hokey. I like that B movie quality stuff. Especially Chris Evans had the best lines. The way he was ripping on the Thing was perfect. Like even in the second movie, he was asking about their sex life with his girl. I was like, is it like a rock slide? And I just die. Like hearing Chris Evans talk like that just kills me. And I thought he was a great Torch. I really like Chris Evans' Torch. But yeah, I know it's Goon City.
So here's kind of where I'm at. I didn't say much last night during Burke's Live because I kind of wanted to hold my thoughts until today. And I think I said at one point, I'm kind of on the fence about the movie. On one hand, yes, you don't have this dark Venom-esque movie. And that's what we know Venom as. I mean, Venom is not a hokey character. But I guess one thing I can say positive from the trailer is it looks like they did Carnage pretty well. Like the effects for him. I can say that I enjoyed that. But then on the other hand, I'm thinking that some of the added comedy, some of the added funniness of it is going to appeal to a group of movie watchers that probably typically wouldn't go to see a darker type movie. I'm not saying comic book fans, but maybe even a younger audience. And I think with comic books, getting younger audiences involved, hoping that they'll pick up a book is is a good thing. Hold on, I gotta highlight this comment. I think getting younger audiences involved is a good thing because it's going to help carry that torch of comic readers. And let's face it, we live in a society now where readers in general, not comic readers, but readers in general, are becoming fewer and fewer. Everybody would rather watch the movie. So if the movie actually entices somebody to go pick up a book and they get into the hobby of reading comics and collecting comics, I'm totally fine with it. But like Nick said, we're all going to complain about it. We're all going to go see it.
Let me clarify that as comic book readers for a long time, we're going to complain about it. The thing that I love about the Marvel movies is that I know I'm going to see something that I read back in the 80s on screen. For me, in Civil War, when Ant-Man was on Hawkeye's arrow, I was like, that is that Avengers cover that I love. You know, and that's going to be something that gives me chills. And I don't think with this Venom movie, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen like that. But I'm the old fogey comic book reader, you know. So
Sure.
Like that new generation of comic book lovers, you know, they may love it. They may love it. So,
which is exactly what Marty Alechko just said. Some will love it, some will hate it, but it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know it's going to make money. It could be hot garbage water, but comic book fans are going to go see it because it's Carnage. It's a Spider-Man related movie. And
what if?
Go ahead.
Well, what if there's one scene where Holland come into Spider-Man just for like a couple seconds, which supposedly he is, because remember the Instagram thing? He had the Spider-Man suit and everything. So what if just for 1 second there's a scene where he's on top of Spidey, just like the McFarlane cover to 316? Just for 1 second, you have that one little thing. The entire movie would kill it for me. Just like Suicide Squad, when they had Joker and Harley Quinn redoing the Alex Ross thing, the first 5 minutes in the movie, I was like, I'm in love. I don't care what happens in the movie. That one little thing was perfect to me. So I love when they recreate covers in the scene, and that's cinematically. Love
right now, you describing that to me, if that happens in that movie, I got chills. I got chills.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Fan service.
Okay, so I'm going to hit this comment, and I'm going to say I absolutely disagree with this. DJ, I got mad respect for you, but I disagree with this statement. I think doing comic movies has every bit to do with picking up a comic book and reading it. I mean, when you have a sports team, what do you do to get people to support the sports team? You sell jerseys, you sell hats. You've got a movie that's coming out that's based off of a comic book. I mean, maybe not their direct goal is to get people to read the book, but I think now I agree with the latter part of your statement. The first Venom movie was just bad. I didn't care too much for it. I thought it was really difficult to keep up with who was Riot and who was Venom in the end of the movie. But I think the end game is if this movie gets a kid or a young adult or an older adult even to pick up a comic book, then they've served their purpose with the movie.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think they care about that.
Well, they may not. But as a collector, and as you being a collector, wouldn't you not hope that that's what people do?
I would hope somebody buys my CGC copy of it for $5 value.
Yeah, baby. Well, the Venom movie was Stan Lee's last live cinematic cameo So to me, the whole movie was awesome. He's like, the both of yous, love it, freaking eat it up. So now it's locked in my heart forever. Same thing with Captain Marvel. I know she's like, blah, but when she looked at Stanley and smiled at him, I was like, okay, you're in. So I don't know. I'm a sucker. That's all I say. Those little gimmicky things, they get me every time. I'm a 90s kid. I'm a gimmick kid.
Speaking of, we've got Roger Reekin in the house.
Yeah, that was a great
Killed Stanley.
That was a great show.
My wife was watching Lamer Frame with me last night, and she got teary-eyed watching Rod's response to that reel at the beginning of the show. She was like, "Look at him. He's so happy. He's crying." I was like, "That's the kind of person he is. Just happy."
Hey, shout out to Rod. Rod, you are one of the most important people in this community, brother. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Truly.
I mean, given us three, I mean, we've all been on Lamer Frame, and it's a blast.
I'm the only one who has had a chance to win it.
But I guess I have a little bit. I'm a little bit more optimistic about the end game for readers on a whole. I would rather have, as an educator, I would rather have somebody watch a movie and be enticed to read a book, and that is my optimism for the movie, and hoping that somebody watches this and reads a book. Prime example: I was not a reader in high school. In college, I had never read Lord of the Rings. I'd only seen the animated movie that came out in the 80s.
Messed me up, man.
Yeah. So when the Fellowship of the Ring came out, I went and watched it, and honestly, I was taken away by it, and I decided that I was going to go get the book, and I had more fun reading the book than I did watching the movie. So I hope that somebody else out there, I don't care if it's one person or a million people, see it and decide, okay, I'm gonna watch this movie, give it a chance, and then pick up the book afterwards. And hopefully they're not so disappointed by the movie that they're going, screw it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the possibilities of it. You know, see what they want to do with the Spider-Verse. But if you hear rumors like Silver Sable movie, I'm like, really? Why?
I know.
Black Cat, maybe.
But Morbius? I'm excited about Morbius. But I like Jared Leto as an actor and a singer. So I'm super excited about seeing him be Morbius. Joker, not so much.
Snyder cut Joker.
Okay, that futuristic Joker, that made his character worth every bit of it.
Yeah.
So for you and his Joker, was it him, his acting that did it, or just the mere thought of him being in that role?
For me, the Joker, Jared Leto Joker, especially in Suicide Squad, I love the fact that they tried to do something a little bit different with Joker that you're not used to seeing. Not the pinstripe purple suit with the swoopy combed over green hair. I didn't like the fact that, number one, I think you saw him a total of 4 minutes of screen time. Yeah, it was a Suicide Squad movie, but you rarely saw him. What I didn't like was the fact that they made him this tattooed up, gold grill wearing gangster. And to me, that's not Joker. That was somebody trying to way too hard to be a Joker. So I didn't care for him too much as the Joker, but that futuristic one blew my mind because he was creepy as heck. I mean, I watched it and I was going, yeah, I don't know. This dude saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah, look, we got Roger Reekin in the truck. We were just talking about you, bro.
Yeah, I think from a standpoint in knowing what the Joker was, I was more scared of his.
Damn.
Because it was so unpredictable. like with Heath Ledger, like he knew what he was doing. Like he would do violence, but with Leto's, I don't think he was just a wild card. So
I agree with that. He was intimidating a bit, I think, in the club when he was coming around the guy. And he doesn't know he's going to stab you or what. And his look, he's really got the crazy look down because the other guys were just chill jokers. They were just like, I'm going to kill you. You don't even feel it. This is like, he's so intense and in your face. And like, I don't know, he's like also attracted to you at the same time. It was very, very strange.
I like the fact that they brought something different to the table with every Joker they've done, whether it was the 60s with Cesar
George
Romero.
Romero, baby. Yeah. Like, keep my mustache.
Or whether it was Mark Hamill in the animated, or Jack Nicholson.
Yes, that's my Joker, bro.
Or Heath Ledger. They've done something different with every Joker, and I love that. I love the fact that they're willing to put something out there that's not necessarily what you would read between the pages of the book.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
Suicide Squad Joker just didn't do it for me.
If they would have made him the villain, I think it would have been totally different. Because the Suicide Squad movie, the animated movie, that's how I learned about the Suicide Squad, and I loved it. And if they would have made Joker the main villain, I think it would have worked out way better than that weird dancing whatever girl. I think it would have made a huge difference, honestly.
Well, there's one scene that sticks out in particular to me that kind of gave him a little bit of the creepiness, where he's laying inside of the circle of all the knives, and he's got the kind of big smiley face drawn in black paint. That scene to me is probably the best portrayal of Joker in that movie, because I can see the comic Joker doing that.
Cool.
Yeah, and it was awesome to see that Alex Ross cover come to life too.
Yeah.
Like, I was so happy, honestly, because man, like, that was the first 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm in, dude. Doesn't matter what happens. I'm so happy with this.
And the song choice for it was perfect for that scene.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I can dig it.
I think that next movie is going to kill it, though. I think that next movie is going to be great.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I hope
Polka
so.
Dot Man, baby. Polka Dot Man.
So, what is this about Jupiter? What is it? Jupiter
Ascending.
I've heard a lot of talk about it. I've seen people, referencing it, and I'm just going to be. I have not stopped to watch it. Nick, have you watched any of it?
I watched it. I thought it's a very slow start. All right, and CGI at times can be a little bit hokey, but if you stay through, and it's only 8 episodes, there are a lot of different. I would say 3 different stories going on at the same time that you definitely will be interested in by the end. So if you can get through that first 2 or 3 episodes, you'll really enjoy it.
Cool.
Okay. Louie, have you watched any of it?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't usually watch what everybody's watching. Like, I don't watch The Boys at all. I know of it. I know little cool scenes, but I'm just not interested. Like, I'm not the kind of person that watches what everybody's usually watching. Honestly, I watch the stuff that nobody wants to watch.
So did you watch Invincible?
No. See, everybody loves it. Not me. And I know Tyler's gonna unfollow me as we speak.
So what are you watching then, Louie?
Like I said, what nobody wants to watch. I watch Supergirl, okay? I watch The Flash, okay? It's free on the CW app the day after. But I like the cast. I love the Supergirl casting. I like a lot of the cast, actually. Same thing, The Flash. I really love the cast. The Legend of Tomorrow is a guilty pleasure. Same thing. The cast is fun. So I like that hokey, weird stuff. So I don't need new heroes or new things. Like, I'll just watch the stuff I know. The Devil I know. And like Doom Patrol got me picking up Doom Patrol comics. Okay, I love Doom Patrol. I love Umbrella Academy. Like, that's the kind of stuff for Lou there. That's what I likes.
Doom Patrol was really good. The only thing that just kind of disappointed me was how much Brendan Fraser has let himself go. He is not the same Brendan Fraser that I watched in The Mummy.
He's
George in the Jungle, bro.
He's great in that series.
Yeah.
Encino Man, no.
He's not Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, good gracious.
Yeah. Well, he was sick. I know Val was sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this guy has no excuse.
At one point, Val was looking haggard, like had a full beard and just. Ugh.
Well, the thing with Brendan, they keep giving him like sex scenes. Like nobody wants to see you doing that, bro.
Speaking of the White Shadow,
Yeah.
we can still see you.
Yeah, boy. I love that, Nick. That is just the best, bro.
That who designed your new logo for you?
This one?
Yeah.
Well, I had to go through different channels. I know Louis for sure wasn't in the chat and didn't see my first attempt at a logo because you saw that. I went through Fiverr for my first logo, and let's just say it did not turn out well. So slotted up, said, yeah, Gary B's got a guy, and lo and behold, I reached out to Gary B.
Oh, yeah.
And the gentleman who did that for me was a guy by the name of Ken Wheaton. And I told Ken, I said, hey, listen, my favorite characters are Spider-Man, Archangel, and if you can incorporate Air Jordans, perfect. Like the mid-'80s Marvel price box. Within an hour, the guy had it mocked up. And I'm telling you, it was as if I was looking at a mid-'80s comic book. This is how on point it was. Perfect. So the guy's name is Ken Wheaton. I would highly recommend him to anybody who's looking for a logo. If you guys want to, reach out to me on IG or just Gary B. He did a fantastic job.
So you said he had the mock-up done within an hour?
Within an hour.
There's somebody that works faster than me out there.
Oh. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love the logo. I love that. It has those elements because as soon as I saw it, I was like, those are Archangel wings.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome logo on that.
Thank you. Oh, and thanks to Gary B.
So do we have any milestones coming up, guys? Anybody in the chat have any milestones coming up? You can drop your how many you need to get to a certain number. We're gonna make this a palooza tonight. We're gonna get some people some numbers because I know not everybody in here is subbed up to everybody else. Maybe you are. I'm assuming, and you know what happens when people assume. But if you have a milestone coming up other than Legion of Comics, because he gets those like every week.
I actually don't want more subs. I can't take any more people. Like I am filled to the brim with comments and trying to watch. I want to watch everybody's stuff. I do. Like if you watch mine, of course I want to watch yours. And I'm like that's a lot of work. Like this is a part-time job. Like I'm done. 300 is good. I'm happy at 300. That's barely.
I can honestly say you got magic with Live from Saturday night.
Oh,
yeah, bro. That was just. I'm so happy. If Jason, I don't think if Jason didn't do that, I don't think it'd be as big a hit as it was. Because dude, he changed the whole game, and I was so proud of him.
Killed it. I mean,
so proud of him.
That was perfect.
Yeah, like how are you gonna follow that? Like, of course, like nobody was like, dang it, I want to do one, but I can't do that.
Like I said, I got the midnight oil burning. I'm like,
I love it, bro.
Slot set he set the bar so high with that one.
Geek out with
now first your last.
Says he just hit 100. Congrats, Geek out.
Hey,
awesome, Roscoe. Excellent, bro.
I don't know how you only have 100 because it just seems
yes.
like it seems like you should be at like 400 or 500, 600. As much as I see you in chats, dude.
Oh, my wife's in the chat. That's awesome. So Melissa Murray, that's my wife.
Okay.
My wife. No more subs. Unsub if anything. Do me a favor and unsub.
I think Lynx is trying to get to 0. So let's
yeah, he feels me. DJ feels me, bro. That's a lot. You want to respond to comments. But bro, after like 80, I'm like, oh my God. And I don't want to give you a generic answer. I don't. I really want to, Oh, dude.
It does.
Yes, DJ Lynx. DJ Lynx got an SNL tech.
Especially when you're trying to respond to everybody and make it a sincere response instead of, hey, thanks. It does get overwhelming. And I don't know how in the world people get on and respond to everything, because
No.
it's tough.
No,
I
and I don't
mean,
blame anybody to not watch my stuff either, because there's so many people in our community. Like, do you even get a chance? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
It's
it's hard.
crazy tough.
It's hard to keep up. It's hard to
Yeah.
keep up. And I want to branch out too, to because a lot of different people have got a lot of great stuff, and it's just a matter of finding them. You know.
Well, because my tastes change a lot too. When I first started, I thought Comic Tom and Reggie were like the best of the best. Like, these guys are so fun, especially Comic Tom. Like, his energy felt a lot close to mine, and he kind of gave me that bravery. He's like, if he can be extra, I can be extra, baby. So I really, really appreciate those guys. I don't really watch them as much anymore because I kind of grew away from what they do. Same thing with some other people. I just don't, FOC is like, oh, they're cool, but I'm more into like, let's go into more comedy, creative, like whack comics. Like, those guys, like, how do you compete with that?
oh my goodness, I did not expect what I saw today when I watched their video.
Yes, Ty, he's a good man.
Yeah, Tyler in makeup at the end of the video kind of.
Dude,
I gotta
we're
get off.
lucky to have him.
I gotta get off YouTube for a while.
Oh my goodness, I love
But
it.
dude, those guys, the backlog bros, the whole station movement, the PCP Army, they're doing great work. And Tomorrow Cinemas,
Yes.
he's got a variety show going on over there, and just Laymore Frame Tuesday nights is just. I don't even bother watching TV anymore.
No, nothing on TV for you.
3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
This week, slotted up in Rob's fat stack of comics.
That's awesome, bro. I can't wait.
There's so much great content in our community that honestly you could watch videos, especially if you're like diehard comic fan or a collector. You could watch videos all day long and not run out of brand new content, much less old content to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I love, because YouTube, my wife will come home, I'm watching YouTube, she's going, watching comic videos again? I'm like, yes. She'll come in my office, got comic videos up? Yes. and I'm like, I'm just trying to keep up, because honestly, I like with just in our own little circle, we've got DJ putting out daily, Louie putting out stuff, Nick putting out stuff. I mean, Bert. There's just so much good content out there to watch. And if you haven't, I'm gonna plug them real quick. If you haven't seen Comicade, his videos, check them out, because he's got that kind of new excitement.
Yeah.
And I like hearing that in him. And he does something that not a lot of people do. He talks about some of the, like, a lot of the 90s cartoon comics. And I love that, because that's right up my alley.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. He had one a few weeks back with some of the Mario comics, some of the Sonic comics. Just awesome stuff. And it's great to see somebody who wasn't old enough, I guess, or maybe wasn't into it at that time, to get a hold of that stuff and really breathe life into it.
Can I show off some of my new Grails I got?
Yes.
Awesome.
By all means. Absolutely.
Yeah. I just got this one a couple days ago, and I wanted it forever. And I don't know what it is, but on eBay, I had the best luck, dude. I've been getting the best prices. Can't believe it. I wanted this for the longest time, and I finally got it. Even came with a bonus itchy and scratchy one.
Nice.
But dude, this is everything. I love homages, and I love The Simpsons, so that was killer. Another beautiful reprint of Jaboy. Wowzers, dude. Just love it. Love it to death. And that's Bill Sankiewicz or whatever again. Just excellent. This is a crazy good deal on eBay. I can't believe it, bro. What the what? Right? So I got this one, and this one for 25 free shipping. So I was like, come on, bro.
I can agree. That is an excellent pickup for that price. I picked my He-Man #1 up.
Yes.
2 bones.
Yes, bro. I love it. Love it. This one was a dollar bin. Actually, I'm sorry, 50-cent win 2 days ago from 1946, people. Right? It smells so good, too. I love those little moldy scores.
And they're always so smooth, too.
Yeah, bro. It even comes with a detachable cover. Boom.
That's a variant.
This one's from 1954. right? Gotta love it, especially those characters. Those characters are so close to my heart, man. Gotta love those dudes. So those are just some fun stuff I got this week, and I just been loving it, man. Like I used to pick up Strictly Spidey. He had 4 titles on his own. It was so hard to keep up. Then I
Mhm.
just started collecting what I wanted, and I'm having a blast, bro. Love it all.
Okay, so you made me want to show mine. This is
Yeah.
my baby, Flash Gordon,
Nice, bro.
1953 Dell comic. Now it has some issues, but I would expect it. Got it for $1.60.
Yes, yes. Oh, be still my frugal heart.
And I call it rescuing books because
Yes,
I
yes.
mean
Giving it a good
you see
home.
you see these books sitting in bins that have old trashy bags and boards, and then like you just I don't know. It's like my wife going to the animal shelter. I forbid her to go because every time she goes, she wants to come home with a new pet, and I'm like, God, we don't need another one. We've got a 9-year-old daughter. But I see these books, and I'm going, that would be good. I gotta pick it up.
I would love to see a movie, kind of like the Velveteen Rabbit, where a comic book would go through generations of all these owners, and it's like through the view of the comic book. I would love to see something like that someday. Maybe I should write it. I don't know, but I think that's a beautiful thing because think about all the people that owned it before we did, who loved it, who treasured it, who listened to it, and then it just passed down to all these people, change all these lives. A 20-cent book changed all these lives.
I was thinking about that earlier today. I was wondering, have I ever come close to owning a book that I previously owned?
Yes,
You gotta,
yes.
I highly doubt it, but it's like,
You never know, bro.
like you gotta wonder what stories these books have been through, what it's been through. It's like, I wonder if I've had this book before, this particular book.
Or like even a dollar bill. Think about how many times a dollar bill switches hands.
Yeah, gross.
I don't even know what the chat's going on about because they're talking about DJ Link's having a Siamese
Siamese
twin under his
twin.
beard. I lost track of chat, and then I tried to pick back up, and I'm
The
going,
chin baby. I'm just a dumpster baby.
they're just talking about it.
Oh,
So,
dude, that's awesome.
I got self-conscious for that. I was like, they're not talking about me, are they? I was like,
And I love Howard the Duck. Okay, that movie was awesome. It was for my age. I love the song. I love everything about Howard the Duck.
well, was it Caroline Ray that was in
Yeah,
it?
bro.
She's
Yes.
hot in that movie.
Yes, dude. And he kisses her. I'm like, what? Duck action. And just everything was so great. The how scary was that monster? The technology. It was a Lucas, right? It was a Lucas film, and it was the first Marvel film. Loved it, man.
I still cannot watch that part. It's still scary.
Oh, and then the one guy, he's like, and the story's like, he just called you, whatever. He's like, what? Love that diner scene. I love the whole movie,
Mhm.
dude. Gary knows.
Yeah, Howard the Duck. That is, I think that and one of the God, I can't even believe this is about to come out of my mouth.
Do it.
One of the first Superman movies and Howard the Duck were two of the earliest Superman or earliest comic movies I watched. That may be the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie.
I love that movie. It was filmed in Tampa, so I know all the scenes, all the backgrounds. I love that the the Lionsgate variant is the ASM 148. I've got like 3 of those copies. I love it, love it, love it. Love the actor. I saw what's his face, John, because I worked near where they were filming. So I saw John from far away. I'm like, oh my God, there he is. So I ate it up, dude. I'm like with one person who likes that movie.
You know what show? I guess it was a show. I only very vaguely remember it as a kid. I want to find a DVD set of, I think it was the Blue Condor or Blue Falcon. It was like a live action television show.
Well, there was a movie for sure called Condor Man.
Oh
That
yeah,
might have been it.
yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah.
I want to find it somewhere because I remember when I was very young, the woman that kept me had a daughter that was about 10 or 11 years older than I, and she watched it, and I watched it with her, and it was one of the best times I'd ever had. And I don't remember the movie. All I remember is watching it, because she still reminds me that that was the first movie we ever watched together.
Awesome. Love it.
Dolph is Frank Castle.
You know, Dolph has got like a master's degree in like biochemistry.
Yeah.
That's why he's He-Man.
Ugh. I rewatched that movie about a
I
week
still
ago.
love it too. And Monica from Friends was in.
Yeah, Courtney Cox, a very young Courtney Cox.
And Kojak. I love Kojak. It's like I'm the principal in Back to the Future, and I'm in here. What's up? I'm going back with these guys. I eat it up.
The guy that played Man at Arms, he was a famous actor. I can't remember
Right?
what I've seen.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Can't remember what I've seen him in.
Well, even Skeletor. Skeletor was a big deal too, right? Was
yeah,
he?
Frank Langella.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
I
the guy
ate
who
it
played
up.
Dracula back in the day too.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll be back.
Chris had been in Netflix and chill. No lie there. I'm not going to deny it.
He was fun. Thank you, Gary. It was one of the first post-credit scenes because at the end, when Skeletor comes out of the lava, it's like, I'll be back. I've been waiting 27 years. Oh, no, gosh, 30-something years for that.
But
Oh, dang it.
isn't Frank Langella dead now?
I think so.
Quite possibly. But most of the cast isn't, and they can bring them all back. Do it. Let's do this.
Let's just not do one of those hoverboard chases again. That was one of the worst scenes in the whole movie. Because you've got Dolph Lundgren on the hoverboard, and it looks like he's struggling to stay upright. But then all of a sudden, he does this flip over top of one of Skeletor's troops, and I'm going, you can't even stand up on it, but you can do a flip? What?
That's He-Man, baby. I will break you.
Speaking of Dracula, we've got Adrian in the house. What's up, buddy?
Multiple championship winner on Lame and Frame.
Yeah.
There we go. Condor Man was so hot. I remember it so vividly. What an awesome sauce movie.
Yeah, man. Back in grade school, they used to play that during assembly, and I used to go crazy. We used to watch it a few times a year. I was like, yes, Condor Man.
And I don't know anything about it, and I've looked for it, and I may have been looking for the wrong title, but now that I know,
because the Blue Falcon was the Scooby-Doo guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Dynamite.
They were in the new Scooby movie too.
Right on. I heard Dynamite bark. I heard him bark in the background.
So, I guess we're at that point. What do you guys have going on the rest of the week?
Well, I have my Freaky Friday episode, and it's a cartoon episode. So I'm gonna be busting out all my cool cartoon comics, and I'm gonna give away a really cool. It's a Superman comic, but on the inside it has a Sonic comic. Boom! Right? Beautiful find. Because that's how Lou do, man. I want you guys to be just as happy as I am.
Nice. I'm waiting on my Freaky.
Yeah, my man won last week here. Nick won last week.
Nice.
And you know how mine comes? It comes with an extra A-OK. Because actually, a lot of times when I'm doing my dollar bin diving, I find books that all of you guys would love. Like, I know people who would love this. So I usually grab them. I got a lot of little piles. Kind of like Gary B and Jason, how they have their slot box and stuff. So same thing. So I'm just waiting for you guys to win. Like, boom, send these out. And my wife loves when I give away more books. Like, please, give them all away. Like, someday, slowly but surely.
So for the chat, if you don't know, there's a new drinking game going on during Louie's videos. Once he says, you won't believe what I paid for this. If you take a drink, you'll be good by the end of the video.
You're going to be sloshed by the third pick.
You guys are not going to believe this.
What I paid for this.
Yeah, baby.
So tomorrow I'm going live with a midday live. I've got I think a CGC box will be here tomorrow by the time I do go live. We got 3 Up, 3 Down this Friday with Slotted Up and Rob's Fat Stack of Comics. And I think that's it. Might try to sneak on somebody else's live, but we'll see how it goes.
Now, I think I saw correctly that in the DJ, you can tell me, In the Mix is canceled this Friday, correct? Because I know
Yeah.
that usually people jump over from 3 Up, 3 Down to that. I think I saw that
prior
on
commitment.
Instagram.
Yeah, he had prior commitments.
Okay. All right. I've got some making up to do because I did not do art with the professor last Saturday. I missed out. I had some obligations with my family, so didn't get back until later that night. Okay, so he did confirm. So I've got a little bit of making up to do for that. Unfortunately, I don't know how I'm going to do that, so we'll figure that out shortly. I have started a super secret project that only a few people know about. So don't be surprised if your names pop up in conversation because I'm
That's
pulling
how Lou
something together.
do.
Yeah. On top of that, I've got the I don't know how many people saw it on Instagram, but I have announced the dates for the Comics Curing Cancer. It'll be July 30th and 31st from 10 p.m. after DJ Links is in the mix until the next night at 10 p.m. Already have a lot of people that have said, hey, I'm willing to jump on, help out any way I can. Pardon me. That's what happens when I drink carbonated water.
Bubbly.
Yeah. But it's going together really well so far. I'm sure there's going to be a road bump or two. There always is when I plan stuff. So right now that's still kind of being planned, in the works, going smoothly. Got a couple of surprise guests that are going to hopefully be on. They're trying to work it into their schedule. Can't say who, but we'll see. That way I don't let the cat out of the bag. Other than that, you can watch the announcement. I don't want to say announcement video, but yeah, I posted an announcement video. There's a couple of posts on Instagram. If you want to be on it, or if you want to get on and draw, whether you can draw or not, we're still trying to talk Chip Getler into getting on and drawing.
Oh no, he's going to be on it. He'll be on.
Oh, he's already said he'd be on it, but I'm going to try to talk him into drawing. If you want to get on it, just shoot me a message on Instagram at Cardboard Crazies Comics. Before we head out, I want everybody in the chat, if you're not already subscribed to these two gentlemen over here on my side,
I like being in the middle. This way I can.
Please go and subscribe to Key Loowee and NicksKixandComics. Both of them were gracious enough to get on tonight. I know that schedules sometimes get hectic, and Nick was like, "Yes, I'll jump in, co-host with you." Louie was like, "Let me work it out with my wife, and I'll get on if I can get on." And both of them are here, and I want to say I appreciate that. I know Remy Q appreciates it. It was an honor and pleasure to have both of you on tonight.
Well, thank you.
Ditto, sir. Yes.
So, with that being said, does anybody else have anything left to say?
Enough said.
Be a blessing to somebody today.
Yes, beautiful.
Most importantly, hope you are blessed.
Yes.
Have a good night, everybody.
Holla.